And
So what else we got?
other vagueness.
Is that it for movies?
Nope, we got one more. That would be Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Ah, that's why I didn't remember it. I'm just going to tell you right now, I did not like this movie. And so I'm going to talk about it a hell of a lot more than all the other movies. Because I like talking about movies I don't like, because I haven't been able to because my family gets on my case about it. Calling me cynical asshole based, from the South Park episode from the latest season. Anyhow, my biggest problem with it is that it ignores canon.
It ignores the original Planet of the Apes, or even the remake.
Yes. Because I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this movie. So if you don't want to hear about it, skip ahead. We'll put an annotation that'll skip you ahead for you.
If I remember. Yeah. I might not remember, though.
I will remind you.
No, you won't. You'll forget.
Whatever. Anyway, so, the twist of the Planet of the Apes was that the humanity had wiped themselves out with the war. A big old war that destroyed the Statue of Liberty and drained the oceans. The ending of Planet of the Apes, though, is that a virus made by humanity wipes out humanity. Which still doesn't explain the blown up Statue of Liberty. Because it's supposed to be a prequel. And it's this virus that makes the monkeys, the apes, more intelligent. Despite the fact that all of the apes had different biology. It just kind of ignored how viruses work. And how brain cells work, and how biology works.
And fucking canon from the previous movies.
Well, I only consider the original the only canon. But another thing that really pissed me off about it was very anti-captivity for animals. I mean, it starts out being a generic anti-animal testing film, which fine, I've seen a bunch of those. I kind of agree with the sentiment. But then it goes on to be anti-zoo, where the guy who plays Malfoy is this douche who likes electrocuting the apes and being very abusive to them. And it's not how zoos work. The people who designed it had obviously never been to a zoo and never done the research.
Didn't do the research.
Yeah. Damn you, TV tropes.
It's like a catchphrase.
The third part was that they started equating intelligence with standing on one's hind legs, which that's not how it works, and they completely ignored the fact that that we're designed to stand on our hind legs, whereas the chimp was designed to use his hands and arms as well. It's just the movie was slow. The love scenes were kind of forced. The acting was bad. The music was pretty good. The CGI was obvious. All the apes were CGI. And it was really jarring because the CGI wasn't good enough.
How would it compare to the... Did the original remake have CGI?
Probably.
How would it compare to that?
It was... Well, compared to that, it's... Very little can be worse than the remake. It's like comparing apples to oranges at that point. So yeah, I give it 2 Alzheimer's patients out of 5.
And that's that. That was 5 movies.
Yep. In like 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ. I have no idea how I'm gonna split all this crap.
All right, what do we have next?
Uh, like the day after we recorded the blog for last month, you Skyped to me like, wasn't there the last space shuttle launch ever? How the hell did we miss that?
Oh yes, they're discontinuing the space shuttle program because shuttles are very inefficient compared to rockets.
/ NASA loses its funding.
A bit, yeah. Well, we haven't been to the moon in what, 30 years?
Yeah, something like that.
But rockets are... Well, the thing is, a space shuttle requires more fuel and more materials. It ends up being less efficient than the rockets, which are almost 100% recoverable at this point. At this point, the only thing that you really can't recover is the fuel. So yeah, no more space shuttles. Going back to rockets. It's like the 1960s all over again.
Yep. Except we actually know shit, sort of.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get people to Mars.
That's like a generational goal.
Wasn't that supposed to happen in like 2012?
Fuck knows.
So what do we got next?
You've got some Xbox Live arcade games you wanted to talk about. Mainly Bastion.
In the past month, 2 Xbox Live arcade games of note came out. Bastion and From Dust. The first one, Bastion, is an action RPG by Supergiant Studios. Much like Braid before it, it sports some beautifully made, hand-painted backgrounds. And all in all, it's a fun game. Very good story, very good music. Gameplay is simple but fun. One of the draws to it is that the narration is very dynamic. It goes based off of actions that you do. You know, sometimes it's snarky, sometimes it's serious. It's just, and they got the best voice actor for it. Just kind of a deep or a nice baritone type voice. And
would you mistake it for Morgan Freeman?
No. If you have the spare cash, if you have the 1,200 Microsoft points, I'd get it.
You were debating
worth that.
You were debating whether it was worth the $15.
Well, if you gotta think, it's like a 6-hour game that you have to play twice in order to get everything. Which they didn't do it in a bad way. It's very fulfilling.
It's not like in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where when you get the 120 power stars, it's like, yeah, we're just gonna put green stars in the places you were. Have fun trying to get them all. We're just gonna place a few of them in dickish positions, cause fuck you.
Well, the New Game Plus in Bastion is essentially the whole game over, except with everything leveled up. So, like, I ended the first game at like level 7, with like half of the weapons fully upgraded.
And such.
Yeah. And there's like multiple paths that you can end it on, but I'm not going to spoil them because
Play the game.
It's good enough. Yeah, but if you can afford it, buy it. I recommend it. Another game from Dust. It's a god game where, much like Fluidity, the main character is the elements. Only this time it is a combination of dirt, lava, and water.
Interesting.
It's an interesting game. It's definitely different than most God games. If you do like that particular genre, I'd get it, but otherwise, you could just pass it up.
Seem to be saying that a lot lately.
Yeah. Well, God games are really a hit and miss genre. Either you like them or you don't.
It's kind of like Marvel is hit and miss with their movies. Apparently Captain America was a hit.
Yep.
Whereas X-Men Origins Wolverine was a miss. A big miss.
No, that wasn't Marvel. That was Fox?
Yeah.
I think it was Fox. I think Fox has the contract for that particular series.
But it's Marvel's X-Men.
Yeah. But Fox needs to put out movies in order to keep the license. Which is why I think they're coming out with another X-Men movie soon. What else we got?
What was that indie game you were showing me?
When?
A couple weeks ago?
Zombies and Pterodactyls 2000X?
That's the one.
That's a weird-ass game, man.
An AK-47 that shoots cats.
Yeah, that's a weird-ass game. If you like indie games, you like... It's 100% multiplayer, and it's just kind of funny weapons, and... It's interesting, to say the least.
I think I called it the A-Cat-47.
Yeah.
And I took a look at it, and I believe I described it as if Cave Story had multiplayer. This would be it.
Kind of, yeah. Except you have a jet. Well, okay, you do have a jetpack, but then you also have you can run up walls and along ceilings.
And you have an AK-47 that shoots cats.
Pretty much. So what else we got?
And there's no way to spawn camp, which is nice.
Yeah.
I was joking about this. How'd you spawn camp in this game? You can't. This game sucks.
I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty Black Ops.
So wait, no one weapon is better than the other?
Nope.
This game sucks.
Yeah.
PWN.
Yeah. There's a cat right outside my window.
That's random.
Yeah. But it's just there. I know the cat. It's a nice cat. We feed it. It's been abandoned.